Excited to introduce one of y'all's favorites. He comes back here a lot. Y'all always give him a good reception. I think you're going to have a good time tonight. For those of you who haven't seen him before, comes to us from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Yeah. Give it up for the one and only Yuncle Boudreaux.
How the hell y'all doing?
How the hell doing?
Y'all good?
Yeah.
I can't see a damn on you. I know y'all out there. I hear you. I'll tell you what. Now, listen, I want to go ahead and listen. I'm Yuncle Boudreaux. Those you don't know, it's a stage name, and I should have thought it through. Okay, because I'll go to a show and I'll say, they'll say, "What's your name?" I say, "I'm Yuncle Boudreaux," and somebody will say, "I don't have an Uncle Boudreaux." Then I've got to say, I didn't say I was your Uncle Boudreaux. I said I was Yuncle Boudreaux, which is what I just said I didn't say. So anyway, but I've already bought merchandise, website address. I'm stuck with the name now, okay? But listen, my brother back in the day was a mover, a shaker, and a bastard maker. So if you was born after 1977, hell, I could be your Uncle Boudreaux, you know? Just don't mention my brother around your mom and them. But how you doing? Are you one from New Jersey? Here, take this back with you. If you can't fit in it, use it as a napkin. I don't give a damn. I got my t-shirts and my hats for sale. I always push my merchandise up front because I need the money. I need the money. My buddy John Joe, we call him John Joe because his mama wanted to name him after his daddy, see? She didn't know which one of them Williams boys was his daddy. She knew it was either John or Joe. My mama told me that they could have named that boy John, Joe, Phil, Bill, Ted, and another fellow named John. She said they could have named him Tyrone too, but let's be honest. If Tyrone had been his daddy, they'd have known that shit. They'd have just known. Tyrone, listen, John Joe bought one of these hats last year, put it on the scarecrow. The crows brought back corn they had took the year before, okay? So your results may vary. Somebody's about to get a hat. You ready? There it is over there. Somebody's getting a hat. All right. So I'm going to play a song here in a minute, and but my buddy Ricky called me a while back, and he goes, hey Boudreaux, remember I told you I was getting a vasectomy? I said, yeah, I remember. I didn't want to know it, but you told me. Yeah. He said, I did. I said, all right. He said, ain't that supposed to prevent pregnancy? I said, yeah, supposed to. He said, hell, all mine did was change the baby's color. I said, you know, Ricky, I've heard that'll happen. I didn't have the heart to tell him there was another possible explanation. Especially since Ricky's black and I was banging his wife 9 months ago. I told that joke to an all-black audience about a month ago, and they all laughed at the first punchline, nothing after the second one. I'm like, when y'all thought Ricky was white, that was the funniest shit you ever heard in your life. Now that she ain't and I'm getting some, it ain't so damn funny no anymore. I performed out here yesterday for a car show for 7 people. Any of y'all here tonight? Nope, they didn't show up. But somebody that had seen me comes up to me, they go, you're not wearing overalls. I said, I ain't wearing underwear either, which was a better story, to be honest with you. Let me tell you how that come to be. You remember hearing the old timers say a snake was just as scared of you as you were of it? Yeah, well, I don't buy that. I'll tell you why. Because yesterday afternoon, I stepped on a snake in my front yard. He didn't shit his britches, okay? Which is why I wasn't wearing underwear. Don't judge me. It was laundry day, okay? I got them on tonight. If you want to know, you can check and see. I'm just being honest with you. I will. So COVID's back in the news. That shit's harder to kill than Michael Myers, okay? I mean, at least with Michael Myers, you get if I got killed with Michael Myers, there'd be a story to tell. You know, they'd make too many movies, but there'd be a story to tell, you know. But COVID's back. I mean, for a while, I thought Vladimir Putin had pretty much, you know, got rid of COVID by threatening World War III. But he didn't. He did get Anthony Fauci off our TV screen. Aren't you glad that son of a bitch is gone?
Yeah.
Two good things. Y'all must like Anthony Fauci, that lying son of a bitch. Anyway, Two good things happened for me as a result of COVID-19. Now, if you lost somebody to COVID, you have my condolences, and I mean that. But I didn't want to get taken out by something 99.7% of people, survived, okay? So I want to go out like my granddaddy. He got shot in the back by a jealous husband. But what? He had a story to tell, though. Two good things happened for me as a result of COVID. The first one is, it made it perfectly socially acceptable. I don't know if he got my guitar turned on. That's all right. Made it perfectly socially acceptable to look at a total stranger like you, ma'am, and say, "Get the hell away from me." I was doing that 2019. They said I was rude. In 2020, I became socially responsible. The other good thing that happened was I wrote a song while I was quarantined. See, you remember back when you had the sniffles and they made you go home for 14 damn days? Remember that? Yeah. Now, shit, you can cough up a lung, have 105 temperature. They'll tell you to go get some Plaxif and come back to work tomorrow. But I had COVID back when you had to be gone 14 days. Couldn't be around your kids. Couldn't be around your co-workers. Couldn't be around your neighbor's wife. What? Don't judge me. You don't know the whole story. So I wrote this song. Everybody here can relate to it. Some of you know what's coming. You've heard it before. Some of you ain't heard it. But everybody can relate to it. Go something like this. Masturbating. I'm getting tired of masturbating. When it's only you, what's a man supposed to do? I'm getting tired of masturbating. Some of you've done it in your car. When you're by yourself and that's going too far. Now when I'm in my house alone, Dr. Fauci tells me, put a damn mask on. Masturbating. I don't know what you thought you heard. I said mask. Debating. Those straps around my ears are irritating. If you don't want to get sick, the mask might do the trick. So put yours on. But I'm tired, sing it with me, Mutt's Corner, of mask debate. That song was inspired by an actual masturbating incident I had at the little Walmart in Orangeburg. I call it the small mart. The marketplace, you know what I'm talking about. I'm there at 7 o'clock in the morning, ain't nobody there but me. I ain't even inside the store there, Crocodile. I'm at the gas pump getting gas at the little Walmart. Just me and the woman in the booth. I walk up, got my cash in my hand. She don't push the drawer out at me. So I kind of give her a, what the hell look.
That was a what the fuck look.
She jugged the intercom and said, "You're not wearing a mask." I said, "You ain't wearing one neither, Cupcake." She jigged the button and said, "I'm behind the glass." So very politely, I said, "Bitch." No, I said it politely. I said, "Bitch, I'm behind the glass too." You're over there, I'm over here. We're the same, me and you. Only difference is you already at work and I got to get to work and I ain't got time to masturbate with you. She jugged the button and said, "You ain't got to talk dirty to me, sir," because she thought the same thing you thought when I started that song a while ago. But that's because you got a dirty mind and I appreciate that about you. I do my masturbating song in my family-friendly shows. This ain't one of them. Did a show several years ago, and a guy comes to me, he goes, "You know this is a family-friendly show, right, Boudreaux?" I said, "I know, you should have told me that a couple days ago." He said, "Can you do family-friendly?" I said, "Of course I can, but hell, I don't know their family." That could be the Partridge Family, could be the Manson family. We're in the low country, it could be the Murdaugh family. Let me tell y'all the difference between the Manson family and the Partridge family. The Manson family was bad, and the Partridge family was damn near as bad, okay? They sucked. Didn't you hate that TV show? God, I hated that show. Then he said, here's what he said to me. He said, do the show like your mama was in the audience.
Oh, God.
I said, all right.
Oh, God.
But you don't know my mama. Monk's Corner, if you grew up with a cussing mama, give me a hell yeah. Yeah, well, she ought to be ashamed of herself. I didn't have a cussing mama. My mama didn't say no dirty words, and by God, she didn't let me say no dirty words either. But mama said wordy dirds. Am I talking over your head, sweetheart? Wordy dirds? All right, let me help you out. She'd get mad at the neighbor, and she'd holler. She'd say, Jeff, you're a bun of a sitch. I wasn't that big, and I know what a bun of a sitch was. I said, Mama, that sounds like cussing. I think that's cussing. She said, I don't shiver get what you think. I said, I think that's cussing too. She said, boy, you've been a mell of a hess. You don't quit back talking to me. I'm sitting here getting Burville this Dexy in a case of Dane Bramage. Listening to my mama not cuss. One day somebody pulled that in front of mama. Listen, my mama had road rage back before that was even a diagnosis. By applause, who had road rage before? Let me hear you. Yeah, we probably met. Probably on I-26. Somebody told me listening to soothing music can help prevent road rage. It would also help if y'all knew how to get the hell out of my way. See that? My mama rolled her window down. Anybody young enough to have never rolled a window down like this? She rolled her window down, stuck her head out the window and said, you bun of a sitch. You... Then she said this. She called him a feather mucker. I said, Mama, you shouldn't have called him that. She said, well, that bum dastard shouldn't have pulled that in front of me then. I said, Mom, don't you know what it sounds like you're saying? She said, I don't shiver get what it sounds like I'm saying. It don't count when you say it bass-backwards. What's your name, hon? Diane. I took Mama's word for that. I found out she was a ham hypocrite. 2 days later, the school called the house and told my mama that I called Mrs. Johnson a Cupid stunt. And I did call Mrs. Johnson a Cupid stunt. And my mama sheeped the bit out of me for doing that. Never will forget one time my brother and I, we didn't want to eat what she fixed for supper, and she wanted to tell us there'd be people in other countries that would be effing lucky to have what we had. And she didn't think it through. She said, there's people in India to be lucky and fucky to have what... You ever seen your mama wash her own mouth? That was hilarious. I swear to God, it was hilarious. We lost Mom about 2 years ago. Not in the woods or nothing. She passed away. Don't groan at that. Mama wrote that. She told me before she died, she said, well, I'm going to tell your audience that you lost me, but not in the woods. I died. They don't think it's funny. Apparently not. Before she died, she called me aside. She said, let me tell you something, boy. I'm baby when I'm good, but I'm boy when I'm bad. She said, I said shiver get, bum dastard, mell of a hess, and a bunch of other stuff, but I never said that feather word that you say I said. I said, feather mucker? She said, what's your mouth, boy? I said, but Mama, it's funny. She said, but I never said it. She said, I never said that Cupid thing either. That was some of your shul bit. Bullshit. You got that right, sure. I said, what do you want me to do, Mama? Take it out of my routine? She said, nail ho. That fit is shunny. I said, what do you want me to do, Mama? She said, I want you want you to give a disclaimer and tell the audience I didn't say that further word and that other thing either. So, ladies and gentlemen of Mounts Corner, South Carolina, my mama never said feathermucker, never said Cupid stump. Now, not long before she passed away, I told her, I said, Mama, what if I'm doing a show one day and I forget to give that little disclaimer? She said, boy, I will faunt you from the hook and grave. She didn't say that either. He didn't say that either. I made that shit up. I mentioned my merchandise. Let me tell you one of the reasons why I mentioned my merchandise is because I want you to be able to spell my name right so you can find me on social media. Now, you might can't tell because the lighting's bad in here, but I'm kind of an old son of a bitch, all right? My social media presence is lackluster. But I'm on all of them. So y'all need to search me out, follow me, like me, all that stuff. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pornhub, Twitter. I'm just kidding. I ain't on Twitter. That was a joke. I ain't on Pornhub no more either. I was on Pornhub, but the wife made me take the video down. Mainly because she wasn't my wife. She's neighbor's wife. That upset the homeowners association. I live in a trailer. Okay, we don't have a homeowners association. But it pissed the trailer park off, okay? Now, we didn't take the video down because she was married. Hell, he knew we were sleeping together. They wasn't sleeping together. They were separated. They just wasn't divorced yet. Some of y'all in that same situation here right now. We took the video down because she said that the video we made was an embarrassment to her. I know. I don't know why she'd be embarrassed. Hell, I was the one dressed like a pirate, not her. Diane, I did some clever shit with that hook. I guarantee you I did. I shivered her timbers. I swashed her buckles. Made her go, arr! And besides that, she had an eye patch covered up a fourth of her face. Had yellow and blue paint on this side of her face. Had a great big old wig made out of yellow, orange, and blue feathers. You couldn't even tell who she was. How could she be embarrassed? She looked like a parrot, really. She looked like, in fact, the whole time we made that video, she kept saying, Polly want a cracker, Polly want a cracker. But y'all be honest with you, I didn't appreciate that because she was a black woman. I don't know how to feel about her calling me cracker like that. Now, if she'd have said, Polly want to crack up, well, I'd have let that slide. But damn, she went hard on the R, okay? And you good white folks at Moats Corner, you know damn good well there's certain words you don't go hard on the R on. And by golly, cracker ought to be one of them. So we took the video down. But somebody told me if you go in there and type in pirate bangs a parrot, there's a few clips still on there. Put your phone down, Christy Davis. Don't be looking at shit.
I got it right here.
It would give you another reason to laugh at me. Just don't point when you do it, because that's rude as hell. I guarantee you. People ask me all the time, how the hell you get in front of a bunch of strangers and tell jokes, people you ain't never met before, without getting nervous? Well, the key is, imagine the audience members naked. How you doing, Diane? You looking good. I'm doing it right now, and I really ain't nervous. I ain't. I did that at the Comedy House in Columbia one night. The waitresses, they're not paying attention to the show. So one of them walked by, and I said, imagine the audience naked. And I stopped her. I said, hold on, hon, how you doing? And I'm looking at her like I'm looking at you, Diane. She didn't have a clue what I was doing. The audience did, and they're laughing their behind off. I said, turn around for me one time. She still don't know. So she makes a slow little turn off. When she got 2/3 of the way around, it dawned on her what I was doing. And here's what she done. Crocodile, she did this, she went. I said, let me tell you something, honey. If I can imagine you with no clothes, I can imagine you with no arms. I'm just saying. I'd rather not go that but you put me in that situation, by golly, I'm doing it. Now, I told you that story because for just a moment, I need y'all, listen, some people's easy to imagine naked, okay? I ain't gonna call no names. Ooh, crocodile, God. Some people a little more difficult to imagine naked, okay?
That's a knife.
Example. I've had people lose their lunch and turn to drugs and alcohol after imagining me naked. But I'm about to tell y'all a true story, and in this story, Diane, I was naked. Now listen, this happened 30 years ago. I looked a lot better naked back then. I'm just letting you know to help you with this whole thing here. Things were going good for me and my first wife. We had a double wide trailer, and I've been through 2 divorces. I'm back to a single wide trailer. Somebody told me to call it a mobile home. Damn it, it's still got wheels under it, okay? It's a trailer. We had had a garden tub in that dang thing. And my wife loved that garden tub. Me, I didn't care nothing about it. I'm a shower guy, you know. Just saying. Get the tits, the pits, the dangly bits, get out the shower. Get the front, get the back. If you could reach it, get the crack, you know. Just go shower. Just saying. But she loved that garden tub, and I said, well, hell, got to be something good to it. So I one day I decided to get in the garden tub now. Get in the garden tub, got the water level up good and high. The water's hot. Had some bubbles in there. I made them myself, okay? We had beans that night. Oh, you lying. Everybody in here has farted in the tub before. You know damn good well you have. So I'm in the garden tub, and listen, most all y'all got a tub at y'all's house, and I guarantee you, 99% of you, the drain hole is under the spigot, right? That's where it's supposed to be, Diane. That's where it's supposed to be. Some jackass at the factory put this one in the dead center of the garden tub. But you might not think it's a bad problem. You'd be wrong. You know that little tornado that goes... You wouldn't think that was dangerous. You'd be wrong again. You also wouldn't think that a grown man's full-size testicle could get lodged in the drain hole of a garden tub. True. It got lefty over here, Diane. What's that? Diane wants to know why it's lefty on the right-hand side. I'm glad you asked. I didn't name them, okay? The girl that named them, but don't worry about what she was doing. That ain't even important. Well, look at me right here, Diane. Now look right here. Now tell me what side is that to you? It's the left side, right? Okay. That's why Lefty's on the right-hand side, because she named him. She was a big fan of Poncho and Lefty, that song by Willie and Merle. Don't judge her. It got Lefty, okay? I mean, it got me. I yelped like a dog. Because listen, fellas, you back me up on this. When you're expecting suction, when you're expecting it, anywhere in this general area, that's a good time right there. But you take it from Yuncle Boudreaux. When you are not expecting suction, it's different. My butt cheeks pucker, and I jerk like that right there. I yelped like a dog. I finally pulled loose, and if what happened under the water had it been on top of the water, I'm confident it would have sounded something like that. I flopped out the garden tub, scooted across the tile floor. Okay, we were in a trailer. It wasn't tile. It was linoleum. Okay, don't judge me. It's my damn story. I scooted across the carpet. I had carpet burns on my butt cheeks. I'm backed up against my bed, and I'm staring at that garden tub like Pennywise the clown from the It novel was going to get me. I said novel because the movie wasn't out yet, see. If a red balloon had floated up, I'd have died right there on the spot. Right there on the spot, I dropped dead. My wife comes over there, she goes, "What's the matter with you?" I said, "There's something wrong with the design of that garden tub." My wife walked over there, looked at that garden tub, said, "No, it ain't neither. I've straddled that little tornado a bunch of times." Diane's gonna go home, call the damn contractor and say, "You reckon you can move that drain hole to the middle of that damn garden tub?" Aren't you glad you sit up close like this right here? That's why I give you a shirt, see? I mentioned the shirts and hats. All my merchandise I sell, all that money goes to support charity and Bubbles and 2 other strippers. I can't remember their names, though. The reason I can remember Charity's name is Charity has got the freaking worst case of arthritis I've ever seen in my life. Her fingers are... What the hell do you think I was talking about, Crocodile?
Yeah, I know you done that.
She got arthritis, for God's sake. She got some tig old bitties, too. I ain't gonna lie, but they fake. But I'll be honest with you, I don't care. You know why? Because wrestling's fake, and I like wrestling, too. The reason I remember Bubbles' name is because Bubbles is raising 5 kids on that damn stripper pole. And one of them kids may or may not look like me. Which is unfortunate because it's her 7-year-old daughter. She's short, fat, bald-headed, got a beard growing, okay? It's very unfortunate. She's going to have a hard life, okay? I mean, she better get an education because she'll be buying her own drinks. All right? You fellas ever been in the... I hate I didn't get to sing the Ballad of Fellatio Johnson for you, but we'll get that one next time. No, I got you leave your begging for that. But I'm going to sing something else for you. But listen, you ever been in a situation, I bet you have, sir, where what you should have said was absolutely nothing?
No.
But you didn't do that, did you? You said absolutely something. Yeah. Happened to me several times. The wife came in the living room after a little making out. She wasn't my wife. She's a neighbor's wife. We've established that, but don't judge me. You don't know the whole story. She come in the damn living room talking about, "The vacuum cleaner won't suck." And I had a perfectly good opportunity right there to say nothing. But instead, I said, "It's frustrating, ain't it?" I found out a couple things that day. I found out that everybody likes a piece of ass. Nobody likes a smart ass. I also found out that the vacuum cleaner is not the only thing that'll stop sucking around the house. If you've got a Christmas party coming up, I do serve as Santa Claus. I perform as Santa Claus. I'm a good Santa Claus. I'm a naughty Santa Claus. I don't go for the good. I'm all about the naughty. And I started that a couple years ago when the wife came, neighbor's wife, we've established that, came in the living room playing with my beard, which is kind of like foreplay at my age. You know what I'm saying? At my age, it's just forearm. Just nudge me with your forearm and say, "You want to?" Give me a glass of water in 30 minutes. By God, we're on. But she... Yeah. I popped the Viagra out on the table one day, went and asked the old lady if she was ready to brace for impact. I got that from Sully when he landed that plane on that river. Diane, I'm not suggesting that sex with me is the equivalent to landing a plane on a river. I just like the line. While I'm in there making sure everything was okay, we had a wiener dog that ate the Viagra. But he wasn't a wiener dog before he ate the Viagra, but by God, he was one after he ate it. He was walking around the living room on his back legs going, "Check this shit out." We had to lock him in the bathroom, keep away from the other little dogs. I threw a teddy bear in there with him. He screwed that teddy bear. We ended up with some Dachshund/teddy bear puppy dogs. Anyway, back to the Santa Claus. She came in the living room. She goes, "You start to look like Santa Claus." Well, now, Chelsea, I could have just, said nothing. Right. Instead, I looked her dead in the eye and said, "If I had 2 more hoes besides you, I could be Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho." Guess who didn't think that was funny? Mrs. Claus. But it led to another song, and I'm going to sing this and get out of the way for your headliner. It goes like this. She said, you look like Santa Claus, don't you know? I said, if you're good, I'll let you be one of my hoes. She got mad, that's for sure. So now I'm in my bathroom, locking the door. And I'm masturbating. This time I'm really talking about masturbating. I thought I was slick, and now she won't touch my... Well, y'all know what she won't touch. I ain't even gotta tell you what she won't touch. But I'm sick and tired. Where's my Boudreaux fans at? Sing it with me. Of masturbating. I've been Yuncle Boudreaux and you've been great, and I'm like a fat kid playing dodgeball. I'm out. Give it up for Keith Lee, your host.
Keep it going for Yuncle Boudreaux.